Deciding which credit card or loan is right for you is like trying to choose where you want to eat for dinner. Except when you finally get to the restaurant, the menu's riddled with jargon that no average foodie could understand. So at Credit Karma, we keep things simple. We show you personalized recommendations that align with your money goals and help you turn the confusing fine print into terms you can actually understand. And as a cherry on top, we provide a detailed overview for a new card or loan before you apply. That way, we can help you make decisions faster and with more confidence. Download Intuit Credit Karma today to get started.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Hi, I'm Erin.
And I'm Katie.
And you're listening to Ropedrop Parkhop.
It's cold outside.
That's
So
fun coming from
cold.
you. Because you usually don't complain about the weather. It's usually me.
Yeah, but I always complain when it's cold.
I hate it.
I just hate being cold.
I hate it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin and I were talking because, okay, I want to plan all these trips, right? And so I have some flights that I have to use by March.
Okay.
Which I've tried talking you into using them with me.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not out of the question yet.
Okay. Well, also last year for Christmas, we rented a hotel room locally Christmas night and just got a bunch of snacky foods and had access to the pool and watched a movie, and it was super fun, right? So my kids think we should do it again this year, which I don't disagree. I think it was really fun. But I've also been thinking like...
Wait, where did you say?
Just here in town.
Here. A staycation.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it was Christmas night. So it was part of their Christmas morning. It's like, I was like, okay, now go pack your bags. We're going to go to the hotel for the night.
That's right. I remember you did this.
So they loved it and they want to do it again. But now I'm like, well, I have these 2 plane tickets. I mean, maybe I could find a hotel like in San Diego for 2 nights and we could go down to San Diego for just a couple nights and thaw, you know. So I was telling my husband the other night about this and he's like, oh, we should go to Seattle. And I was like, at Christmas? And he's like, yeah. And I said, no. Why would we do that? And he's like, because it sounds nice. It'd probably be like foggy and rainy. And I was like, that sounds terrible. And I said, I don't know if I haven't been clear
On what the purpose of this would be.
and also like about me. I don't know if we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
But out of like a 0 to 100 scale, I am a 0 on winter weather. 0. Like negative. Not even a little bit. And he's like, that'd be so fun. I said, no, it doesn't sound fun. I don't want to be wet and cold.
Okay, but on the flip side, have you heard of Leavenworth, Washington?
Yes, my mother
okay,
used to go all the
so
time.
like I think that sounds so magical to
In
go
the
check that out.
summer,
No,
yes.
it's a Christmas town.
No, I'd go in the summer.
You're supposed to go at Christmas. It's like a little German Christmas town. Oh, I would do it.
It's available in the summer also. So I would go to the little German Christmas town in the summer. And that sounds fine.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. So I'm thinking like Phoenix or San Diego. And he's like, oh, of course you're thinking San Diego. And he says, you want to go like 2 hours north? And I was like, no, I'm not saying we're going to Disney. I'm just saying I don't want to go to Seattle.
Right. Even San Diego, though, is not super warm in
Better than
December.
here.
Maybe. It might feel a little cooler because it's a little more humid there.
I'm okay with it. We're getting a hotel room.
If you're going to warm up, probably Phoenix is your better bet.
Yeah, probably. But I
I don't know if it snows there, too, in the winter.
In Phoenix? Mm-hmm. In the hills?
I grew up in Tucson till I was 9. It snowed on Christmas one year in Tucson, Arizona. So
I feel like Tucson's a bit higher than Phoenix. I have a cousin that lived in Tucson for a while. It's a few hours away from Phoenix, yes?
Yeah, but it's south towards Mexico.
Let's see. What is the elevation? Thanks for joining us for this today, guys.
Yeah.
What is the elevation of people from Tucson? If you're listening right now, okay. So elevation of Tucson is 2389.
Okay.
What's Boise?
3,000 something maybe.
2,700. So it's not
about
that
the same.
different from Boise. What is Phoenix? 1086. So
Oh,
it's
you're
quite
right
a bit
then.
higher. So I'm guessing that's probably why.
Maybe.
Flagstaff also, I hear, gets quite a bit of snow.
Yes, but they are way up in the mountains, aren't they? We have a cute listener from Tucson that I have booked a couple of trips for. If he's listening, hi. Hello, my Tucson buddy.
and hopefully it's not too cold for you this winter. I'm not coming to Tucson. I don't know. And honestly, it's probably just going to be Boise. But I keep like imagining that we're going to go really great places. Shall I read a review?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh. The title is very ironic.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Relevant information and fun packaging. As we've talked about the elevation of Tucson, super relevant. Sorry, guys. This is from Rebecca Gibbs. Thanks, Rebecca. We appreciate it, even if it isn't true. 5 stars. These ladies are easy to listen to and have honest and valuable information to share, such as the elevation of Tucson. I appreciate the hard work they put in to produce a quality podcast. Oh, thanks. That was very nice of you to say.
Speaking of quality podcasts, our studio is in flux. So they had a little mishap. The contractor that they hired to do all of the work and the new soundproofing and all of that, I guess, messed up.
A little bit, yeah.
So we've been sitting in kind of like a construction zone these last few weeks, and now there's no end in sight because they have to come in and redo the whole thing. So if we sounded a tiny bit echoier than normal, I don't think it comes through on the recording. It might sound a tiny bit different to you guys, but that's why, because they have to come in and redo everything.
And they're so cute because
they're super nice. We love our library. Thank
really
you, Meridian
do.
Library
We
District.
really do. We were talking to them this morning, and I really feel like we might be the only ones that they're allowing in here.
I do. I think so, too. They've been super nice.
They've been so nice. And, like, we can't make our reservations. Typically, we make reservations online for our recording time, and we can't. It's completely, like, the reservation system is not available at all. And they just said, we're fine with you coming, so just let us know when you need it.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, they're working with us, and they're letting us up here. And they just did say, they gave us a warning that, you know, they're waiting on contractors to come to fix the mistakes of the other contractors, and so we might lose access.
Right, we might be interrupted again here in a couple weeks, but we'll just use my front room again.
And Frankie can join us.
Front room Frankie. I saw a funny dog costume the other day for a Frenchie that was Fart Factory. It was like the dog was dressed up as a factory with smoke coming out of it.
That is so accurate.
It's so accurate.
So accurate.
If I was more creative and had more patience for crafts like that, I would do it. But nope, not for me.
She is absolutely that. It's a perfect costume.
The most endearing fart factory there ever was.
I don't know. Sometimes.
Do we need to put a language warning on this episode?
This one is MA.
Yes. I'm going to go vote today. Did you vote already?
I have voted.
Okay, this here is everybody's
Aaron
reminder.
has voted.
Aaron has voted.
Yay.
That's how they say it, right?
Yes.
But yeah, I'm going to go vote at City Hall today and get that
You're
over with.
brave. I did it absentee. I didn't want to go to a polling place. So, fun story. Katie and I work elections frequently. We work together.
Yep.
And we have kind of a little crew that we work with. And I, in 2020, told them I was not going to be working this election. I bowed out 4 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm out for 2024. So thankfully, our chief judge remembered that and hasn't harassed me. She's asked me once.
I think I got 1 or 2 emails from the election office asking if I was available, but not this year. Just going to stay away from that mess.
So I absentee voted just so I don't even have to go to a polling place. But my ballot was received.
Good job.
I checked it yesterday.
Good job.
So that's good.
I'm going to go get mine done today. Here's your reminder. Go do your civic duty. Everybody
vote.
get out and vote.
Go vote. Super important. There's going to be long lines. Pack your patience pants. If you're a Disneyland lover, you have trained for this. So go. There are no lightning lanes. Actually, there are lightning lanes. You're doing a lightning lane today, I feel like. Early voting.
And just, if you make sure you're registered ahead of time, you won't have to do the long line thing.
Yep.
But yeah, if you can avoid going on actual election day, it's kind of fun to be part of that process. I just am a little nervous about what's going to go down.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what electioneering is, it's this rule that you can't wear any swag or merch, right, from your chosen candidate or anything like that within 100 feet of the polling place, I think is the rule. I actually think they might have expanded it this year.
Really?
I think I saw.
And rules vary from state to state, district to district. And so your state electioneering rules may be different than our state's electioneering rules. But people don't know. It's not a super common rule that people know about. And people get a little feisty when they show up wearing campaign materials and you tell them they can't come in to vote because they're wearing a shirt or a hat or whatever.
And they can just, turn it inside out or take their hat off or whatever. But
did you see the lady that voted in her bra?
No, that's great.
No, she was angry. She was super angry, and she did, and it was not great, by the way. Yeah, well, yeah, because she had a shirt on, and she was told to flip it inside out or remove it, and she was super ticked off about it, and apparently made a huge scene. I don't know where it was, but I saw it in the news. Made a huge scene, and then took her shirt off, and she's probably in her 60s or 70s.
Oh boy!
And went in and voted in her bra.
And
so I mean, you can do that too if you want to.
her civil protest. Whatever.
Anyway, vote. Vote.
Yeah, bottom line is go vote. Okay, let's talk about news for a minute.
So first things first, the Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree and Ray's Braise both opened back up this week. Ray's Braise is the same as it was before. Just a little hat shop.
With a Ray overlay.
With a Ray overlay. And Hungry Bear
cute.
Barbecue Jamboree. I'm excited.
Me
and
too.
from the early reviews that I'm hearing it's just like having Big Thunder Ranch back. And the coleslaw is the same, which people are very excited about.
And there's no like Hungry Bear theming to it at all.
No.
It's just it's a barbecue.
No, there is. So there is there's a swing.
Oh, yeah.
Off the back of the building.
Okay.
So there's kind of a little cubby area if you walk away from if you get your food and you head around the side of the building, if you go all the way to the very back, there's kind of a little alcove right up against the train tracks. And there is a swing up above off of the building, which is one of the I don't know the Country Bears guys. I'm sorry.
It's Yogi Berra or whatever her name is, right?
That is probably not her name.
But it's something Berra.
Capybara? No.
Capybara. Yogi Berra.
What is her name?
It's something Berra because we've talked about it before. We didn't know what the reference was, and then we had to look her up. But she's the one on the swing.
Yes. Country Bear Jamboree Swinging Bear. Teddy Bear. You were
Teddy
right.
Berra.
Good job.
Yay.
Teddy Bear, Teddy Barra.
I would say Berra.
It's Barra. Teddy Barra. Teddy
Maybe.
Barra. Anyway, her little flowery swing is coming off of the end of the building back there. I didn't see anything else. I've watched a couple of videos. But yeah.
I saw one of the food reviewers post that the fries are their new favorite fries at the resort.
Oh, really?
So
that's exciting.
That's good to know. They're the beer battered ones. They look good.
Oh, good. That's right. Beer battered. I heard the pickle strawberry lemonade is I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it's great and I've heard it's awful. So try it. Let us know what you think.
Okay.
All
right. And then there is a new holiday dining experience coming to the Disneyland Resort. I think it's returning, right? It just hasn't been there for a while. It's the holiday tea with Santa and Mrs. Claus. I feel like they've had this before. Maybe not.
See, I feel like they did it at Catal. They had breakfast with Santa at Catal every year.
But I swear I remember this being around a while ago.
Okay.
Not recently.
Okay.
But anyway, holiday tea with Santa and Mrs. Claus at Hearthstone Lounge. And that is bookable starting October 31st, I believe.
Which is yesterday, if you're listening to this the day it comes out.
Happy Halloween, everybody. And it will be available December 3rd through December 24th. So not past Christmas time. You got to book it. You got to go see them before they get busy
and head
delivering
back to the
toys.
North Pole. Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice of Santa to take that month off of prepare. Because, I mean, I'm sure that's his busiest month.
Yeah.
That's nice of him to take the full month off to go to Disneyland and see the kids there.
It is, and he is really good at rotating through. He'll do that tea, and then he'll be at California Adventure in the Redwood Creek Challenge
And then he's in the parade.
And then he's in the parade.
He's booked solid.
That video of poor Santa getting dumped out of his sled in the Christmas Fantasy Parade from a few years ago just popped up on my Instagram feed the other day. Poor guy. He almost died.
Poor Santa.
Thankfully, he was tethered. And then he'll hang out at Disneyland, too, back in the
Fantasyland Theater. Yes.
So that'll be fun. Go see Santa. After Christmas, I believe Santa Goofy hangs out in the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
Interesting.
I think you can go meet him there.
He comes in and takes his place. Okay.
Yeah, because he's not as busy. He doesn't have to go deliver the
He's
toys.
always at Disneyland.
Yes.
That's not a big deal.
Anyway, you get photos. It's a real tea service. It's fun. There's a caprese salad, shrimp salad, Holstein tea sandwiches, truffled Christmas eggs, scones, and then a selection of teas. It sounds like something your kids would enjoy.
My
Aren't
kids
they
would
tea,
really like
tea
that.
enjoyers?
Yes, they would totally love it.
And you can get a glass of champagne if you're 21 and older. So that's pretty fun. I think that sounds really cool.
I do too. That sounds like a lot of fun.
And then we've already talked about Goofy's Kitchen having their holiday overlay and storytellers pajama party. And both of those have menus released. So if you go onto the Disneyland app and look at those restaurants specifically and scroll down, it'll tell you what to expect at both of those buffets. And I believe Goofy's Kitchen and Storytellers will have Thanksgiving character meals all day long.
On Thanksgiving Day?
Thanksgiving, yes. I'm sure those are hot commodity and probably book up really fast, but you could go
They're
check
long
if you're going
gone,
to be there.
in other words.
Right.
Long gone.
You could set an alert for them, right?
Right.
Okay. And then in other dining news, Din Tai Fung now has a
I'm
takeout
pretty excited about
option.
this.
Yeah.
Because you can we joked, you can grab DTF and go up to your room.
And also have Din Tai Fung.
But
Yes.
But anyway, I'm excited. I think that sounds so much like I would be happy to grab some dumplings and then just go into my room and sit in my room and watch the fireworks from, like, if you have a park view room at the Disneyland Hotel, have a little DTF while you're watching fireworks.
We talk a lot about grabbing chips and salsa on the way back to our room.
We never do it.
No, we've done it once. We did it when we stayed at the Hojo one time. We stopped at Kaleka Mama's and got us our chips and salsa.
But they looked at us like we had two heads.
That's right.
It was weird.
Like,
apparently
chips
nobody
and
does
salsa
it.
to go.
What do you want that for?
And then we got big giant Diet Cokes at McDonald's.
Tiendita in downtown Disney has chips and salsa.
And I think queso and guacamole.
To go.
Yes.
And we talked about doing that, but we suck.
We do.
We need a redo. I don't know what happened. What happened? It's like our brains left our bodies and we just sat and talked to people the whole time.
We had to experience it that way to know that we don't want to experience it that way the next time.
And I loved it so much.
Oh, yeah.
The whole purpose of us being there was to, like, connect with our fellow travel planners from Mouse World Travel and get to know them. And we did. Like, that was great, right? But we did not get chips and salsa.
We did not. Bottom line is no chips and salsa for us. But maybe we could do bao buns to go next time. Oogie Boogie Bash is over this week. The final one will be on October 31st, which that would be fun to go on Halloween, on actual Halloween. That would be a fun bucket list thing to do.
That would be really
Congrats to everybody who had fun at Oogie Boogie Bash last night. But Oogie Boogie Bash attendees are receiving surveys, and some of the questions are hinting towards some cool offerings that might be coming up.
Did you get a survey?
I did not. Well, I might have. I always delete them, though.
Oh, yeah.
I
me
rarely
too.
take the surveys.
Let's see.
I'm
gonna
so
look
lazy.
And see if I got one. I don't either. Even though I think they probably would send me things if I did. Like, I feel like if we did surveys, maybe they would send us, like, discount codes or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe they'd invite us to things.
I'm looking to see if I got it, but you tell us. What's
Okay,
in the...
so some of the offerings that it's hinting at are maybe a haunted maze, which would be cool, but I hope that it doesn't replace...
Villains Grove.
Yes, I hope it doesn't replace Villains Grove. A Hocus Pocus stage show, a Nightmare Before Christmas stage show, and we talked about this last time we were there, how easy it would be for them to put something in the Hyperion during Oogie Boogie Bash that would be a crowd drawer. And
I did get a survey, by the way.
Cool. Maybe I did too. But... I mean, we finished everything at Oogie Boogie Bash so quickly this last time that I think a stage show
would be awesome.
Would be really, really awesome.
I agree.
Also, fireworks, which they already have fireworks at Disneyland. Could they do fireworks at DCA?
I don't know. Could they?
I don't know.
Where would they set them off
They
from?
never have. But I don't know.
Set them off from the top of Pixar Place.
There you go. Carthay Circle.
I wonder how they do that. I mean, that'd be awesome to have. Or also, dear Disney, bring back some sort of World of Color show.
Right.
That'd be great, too.
Yeah, villainous.
Yeah, some sort of entertainment would be awesome.
Anyway, exciting stuff coming maybe. So if you got that survey, I guess go answer it. Unlike us, don't do as we do.
You have 48 hours to do it.
We tell you to go
window.
do your civic duty for the country. Do your civic duty for Disneyland as well.
Vote for Disney.
Disneyland is also already auditioning for the return of Better Together Pixar Parade. So that hints at maybe Pixar Fest maybe coming back next summer.
Which wouldn't surprise me.
Right.
I feel like that's a given.
Or it lends itself to the idea that the 70th celebration next year will have multiple parades and Paint the Night will be at Disneyland and they'll have Together Forever over. Is that what it's called? Together Forever? Yeah. Better Together.
Better Together.
Together Forever is fireworks.
I feel like I like the other option better. Disney, if you're listening, I would prefer, if we're taking votes here, I would prefer...
Send us a survey.
Yeah, please do. I'll do it this time, I promise. I would prefer to have Paint the Night at California Adventure and have Magic Happens at Disneyland.
For the 70th
For the
stuff
70th.
earlier in the year. And
Yes.
then bring back Pixar Fest. Because Pixar Fest was fun.
But Pixar Fest is early in the year. It's April. And so I don't know how they would swing that.
Yeah.
Maybe they could do... Oh, Paint the Night is
Paint
evening.
the Night's at a night, so they could do 2 different parades.
They could. And they do 2 different parades during the day at Disneyland. So could they do Pixar Better Together during the day and Paint the Night in the evening? But I would actually really like 2 showings of Paint the Night in the evening.
Yeah. They probably won't do 3
No,
parade
probably
runs
not.
during a season. I don't know. It's the 70th celebration, so who knows?
It's going to be a wild time at Disneyland. Anything goes.
But I did love Pixar Fest. I thought it was super cute, so I kind of hope they bring that back.
I wish they would start giving us some information about
The 70th. Well, but it's Disneyland's 70th, not DCA's 70th. So maybe all the 70th stuff will happen at Disneyland.
Maybe.
And then Pixar Fest will happen at DCA.
Mm-hmm. Okay, speaking of fun events at Disneyland and also the 70th anniversary, Disneyland did announce the return of 3 of their after-hours events.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also included verbiage that let us know that 1 will not be coming back without so much saying that it's not coming back.
Right.
So next year, you can plan on Sweethearts Night, Star Wars Night, Pride Night. I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
Those are very popular.
They are very popular.
Disney Channel Night will not be returning. The verbiage on the website said something about how we hope you enjoyed this offering. It's like, bye. So no Disney Channel Night. I wonder, though, they typically do 4 throughout the year, so I wonder if they'll add a 4th.
Yeah, I bet they will.
What would you do?
I don't know.
Princess Night was a fail, wasn't it?
Kind of, yeah. I wonder, maybe they'll bring Holiday back.
That would be
Christmas.
fun.
Yeah.
90s or 80s,
Yeah.
like the decades seem to be pretty popular when they've done those in the past. I'm curious to see what they'll do, but for sure 3 are coming back next year.
That'll be fun.
Yes, and I imagine we're not too far out from ticketing dates for at least Sweethearts Night, because that's going to be obviously in February. So those tickets probably are going to be available here in the next month or 2.
Speaking of ticketing being available, Run Disney. You have this written down.
Yes. So Run Disney, the Halloween half marathon next year in September. Do we know the dates on it?
I don't remember.
It wasn't on the thing that I saw. Anyway, registration for the general public is going to be December 3rd. So coming right up. You have about a month if you are wanting to attend. If you want to run the 5K and not have to get a charity bib, you're going to want to be online on December 3rd for next September for the Halloween half marathon.
Right.
It'll be a 5K, a 10K, and a half. So on Run Disney's Instagram, where they announced that the tickets will be on sale December 3rd, there's a comment underneath that said, I don't see Halloween dates. And somebody responded to that, September 4th through the 7th.
Okay.
So we'll see. The other comments are that the weather was terrible. It was too hot. Hopefully that's not correct. So anyway.
I mean, but they can't push it too far into September and October because it gets a little bit too busy at the resort then. So it makes sense to have it earlier in September, but I don't know.
I don't know either, but plan on that first weekend in September for your race, but your tickets will be on sale here in just a few weeks.
Anything else?
I have some other news, but I think we're going to talk about it in the main episode. So
I actually have some more news. We have show times for the 2024 holiday entertainment at Disneyland.
Okay,
that are official. So we've got the parade, the Christmas Fantasy Parade. Last year it was at 3:30 and 6:30 p.m. daily, but this year it's a little bit earlier, so 2:30 and 5:30. Is that because of daylight savings?
It's because of something. I hate winter.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I hate winter.
Anyway,
I just hate it.
At 2:30 it'll be a daytime parade. At 5:30 it'll be a nighttime parade, right? Is it dark by then? I feel like it is.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the fireworks will be at 9:30, which is a standard time for fireworks. The Small World holiday lighting will happen at 4:30 p.m. each night, and the holiday tree lighting on Main Street will happen at 5 p.m. And then if you want to watch the wintertime enchantment at Sleeping Beauty's Castle, that will be at 7:30 and 8:30.
Did you just say Sleeping Beauty's Castle? Because it's not Sleeping Beauty's Castle. It is Sleeping Beauty Castle.
I know that.
I know you do. I'm disappointed.
I was reading what they have written down.
They have
here.
it with an apostrophe S?
Not Disney. This is a different source.
Oh.
Which,
I have a beef.
Yep. We'll have an episode coming up soon with misnomers at Disney.
Get excited.
We've got some doozies.
Maybe we should have people submit some to us.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Maybe on
yes,
Instagram.
Please. Yeah. That would be great.
We'll put up a box.
And then we'll talk about it. Anyway, Sleeping Beauty Castle Wintertime Enchantment will be at 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. each night. And
they do it twice?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And then at DCA, we've got World of Color Season of Light happening at 9 and 10:15 p.m.
Which is standard.
Mm-hmm. And then the Viva Navidad Street Party, which will be on weekends only. And we've talked about this before. They've cut back on it. It used to be daily. Last year it was daily. This year it's weekends only. But there are a handful of times that you can catch that. That starts on Saturday, November 16th.
And I love it so much.
It's very cute.
It is so cute.
Mm-hmm. And then the Buena Vista Street holiday tree lighting will happen at 4:50 p.m.
So can you do all three at once?
I feel like you could.
That'd be real tough.
Put your speed walking legs on.
Start it. It's a Small World at 4:30. get over to DCA by 4:50, get back into Disneyland by 5 o'clock.
Yep. And then wait around for the
Somebody should
holiday.
take this on. Somebody should take this challenge on and let us know if it's possible.
Could catch the castle lighting and then the fireworks, and then you would run over to World of Color. Oh, you wouldn't make it back for Fantasmic, though.
But it's not a holiday Fantasmic, so I feel
True.
like you
could
could
skip
get
that one.
a pass. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let us know. Let us know if you're up for the challenge, if you're going to do the all Christmas activities challenge. Okay.
All right, that's it.
Stick around for our episode. We're going to... That's us flying to the East Coast.
Nonstop, hopefully.
Yes.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for adults with migraine with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents, on average, 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Ask your doctor and visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Seriously, Diane, was Colgate your secret to winning Best Smile back in high school?
Yep, and it still is. I even work overnight.
Huh?
Colgate's Optic White Overnight Whitening Pen works overnight. So after 1 week, I can show up confident and reunion ready.
And here I was bragging about my kids.
Colgate Optic White. Find it at all major retailers.
Hey Disney fans, exciting news! Disneyland packages for 2025 are now available through Mouse World Travel.
You heard that right. Start planning your dream Disneyland getaway now and be among the first to experience the magic of Disney in 2025.
Imagine walking down Main Street, USA, enjoying enchanting parades and meeting your favorite characters. With our expert team, you'll get exclusive deals, personalized itineraries, and stress-free planning for your magical vacation.
Don't wait. Book your 2025 Disneyland adventure today. Visit mouseworldtravel.com and let them know the girls from Ropedrop and Parkhop sent you. And for a limited time through November 15th, you can get a gift card when you book your qualifying hotel and ticket package through Mouse World Travel. Okay, guys, so this week we're going to switch coasts for a little bit and talk about how Disney World does the holidays. And we'll compare a little bit to how Disneyland does it.
Disneyland hasn't released any information yet. I mean, aside from dates and like parades and stuff like that.
We don't have any foodie guide.
We don't have parties, which we're not going to have parties, so that's not a thing. But the East Coast has a few more offerings, which, I mean, is fair. They're massive.
Right.
They have the space, they have the time, the place, the resources to have a little
demand.
bit more. Yeah. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about dates first. So if you're heading to Walt Disney World in the near future, just know that the Christmas merriest, whatever they call it over there, begins on November 12th. So it begins a few days earlier than what happens on the West Coast.
It also ends a few days earlier.
Yes. And we've gone in January before, and we had this, was it you and I that were talking about this? They start pulling things down a lot sooner.
Right,
So
like January 1st almost.
Yeah. Yeah. So at Disneyland, you can count on the holiday season lasting through that first full week of January and that first full weekend. Not so much at Walt Disney World.
Right.
If you're wanting to see gingerbread houses or trees that are in the hotels, do it early because they start coming down pretty quick after the new year.
Yep. Okay, so starting over at Epcot. Epcot hosts the International Festival of Holidays, which is similar to what we have at California Adventure, in that there are food booths and fun holiday offerings, and you can walk around and try little small bites. And then they have some entertainment that goes along with that as well.
They do. And, we talked a little bit about Santa being at California Adventure and being a little spread thin. Guys, he's at Epcot too.
He is.
So
he takes that nonstop Alaska flight back and forth.
Yeah.
Between Orange counties.
It's magic. Magic.
There's storytellers that walk around sharing holiday stories. They have
and they're not just they're Christmas. It's like a little Christmas village storyteller.
Yes.
They're cute.
And then festive cuisine from all around the world at the holiday kitchens. And then in the World Showcase Plaza, they have a Christmas and Kwanzaa tribute with a gospel, R&B, and holiday band.
Joyful.
Yes.
A Christmas celebration of the season. Oh, a celebration of the season.
And then the main event, which a lot of people get really excited for, is the Candlelight Processional.
Oh, I thought you were going to say how they put lights on in Living with the Land. I
thought
that was the main event that people get excited about. Because that was what I was most excited about.
That is exciting. That overlay for Living with the Land is very cute. And I believe they also have a specially themed tour for that one at Christmas time, too. So that would be fun.
But the Candlelight Processional. So we've talked about the Candlelight Processional before at Disneyland. It is one weekend, 2 shows per day. So it's only 4 shows. It's on Main Street. It's packed. They have one celebrity narrator that they don't announce until I think
the day of.
They walk out to do the first narration. At Walt Disney World, it's completely different. It's announced ahead of time. There are dining packages that you can book. Well, that's debatable. That happened this morning, and apparently the site crashed. Shocking. Disney IT.
Knock me over.
Yes. And there was a lot of drama for people trying to get dining reservations for the Candlelight Processional. But they do it on the weekends, and they have multiple narrators.
Right. And they announce them ahead of time, so you can choose which one you're most excited for and try for that one.
So let's talk about who they are this year, shall we?
Yeah.
So they run every night, starting November 29th through the 30th of December.
Okay.
And they have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just tell you who their narrators are. So they have Josh Gad, Nico Santos. I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Chrissy Metz. Do you know who she is?
No.
She is. Did you ever watch This Is Us?
Yes, I know who Chrissy
she's
Metz
on This
is.
Is Us.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Sorry, really fast
Yeah.
before I forget this. I saw somebody post in a group the other day. How popular do we think Chrissy Metz is going to be? Because we want to pick the slowest time to go to Epcot, the slowest day. And I was dying. It's like, really? That's the one? Poor Chrissy.
Poor Chrissy. I think she'd be popular. People like This Is Us.
Right?
Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg, Titus Burgess. Do you know who he is? He's on. Have you ever seen The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, he's great.
He is great. That probably would be the one I want to go to. I think that might be my choice.
He'd be a good narrator.
Brendan Fraser. What was he back in the day?
Encino Man. And the Mummy.
Yes. All of it.
He wasn't the Mummy.
Did
he
you
was
ever watch
the main character in the
Blast
Mummy.
from the Past?
Oh, yeah.
Ralph Macchio.
Okay, good. Karate Kid.
I had to try to match my tone. I was trying to match my tone, so when you clip all that out, it doesn't sound weird. Okay.
Got it.
Gary Sinise.
That would be a good one.
Lieutenant Dan. Neil Patrick Harris, of course.
Of course.
Would it be Christmas if Neil Patrick Harris didn't show up at Epcot?
He gets invited every year.
Every single year. Pat Sajak.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That's kind of fun.
He's retired. He's got all the time in the world right now.
Maybe he's Santa.
Maybe.
Oh. Gloria Estefan. Edward James Olmos. Sterling K. Brown. Do you know who that is?
This Is Us also.
And Jodie Benson.
Very nice.
So those are your narrators that you can choose from at Epcot. You can choose. You can choose the busiest. You can choose the least busy, whichever one you want.
You can choose Chrissy Metz or Neil Patrick Harris.
You decide. I noticed John Stamos is not on the list anywhere, which is a little surprising.
Does that mean he's going to be at Disneyland instead?
Oh, maybe. Actually.
Yeah. I'm putting it out there.
This is excellent sleuthing because he's not on there, and he was there last year.
Yep, and he's there pretty much every year. Yep.
Guys, it's John Stamos at Disneyland. We're calling it.
Okay. All right. They hold the Candlelight Processional at the America Gardens Theater, which is back in the America Pavilion. But if you do a dining package with your Candlelight Processional, you have reserved seating for those shows. Otherwise, you do a standby line, and you want to get there super early to get a seat.
But the news is there that you can get a seat. It's very hard to get a seat at Disneyland's. In fact, dare I say, impossible.
Unless you know somebody.
Unless you know somebody. And at Walt Disney World, it's not as hard. It's a thing that's more welcoming to the masses at Walt Disney World, and it's a little bit more exclusive at Disneyland.
Yep.
Which makes it feel a little bit more special at Disneyland, I'm just saying. And also, we're going to compare things, right? At Disneyland, it's in Town Square at the train station. The trumpeters are on top of the train station. It's kind of magical.
Gives me the chills just thinking about it.
At Walt Disney World, it's in a pavilion.
Yeah. But it's still a cool experience, I'm sure.
Totally
We've never
cool
been
experience.
to it. So.
We can't complain. We can't compare. We can compare. We can make some. We can make some.
Conjectures.
We can make some. Yes. And I feel like Disneyland's is better. Just saying. But it's a lot harder to view. So.
Is that all for Epcot? I think that's all that happens at Epcot.
I think you're right.
It reminds me a lot of California Adventure, the way they do their Festival of Holidays. Just, some cultural stuff.
Yeah.
Some fun, festive foods and all of that.
Yes. Okay, let's get on a bus.
Yes.
And let's plan an hour.
Okay.
To get on the bus and head over to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
At Animal Kingdom, the main attraction at Christmas time is the Merry Menagerie. And that is some puppeteers near the Tree of Life will come out with these beautiful animal puppets.
They're hard to explain.
Yes.
And when we say puppets, I'm trying to think what you could even compare it to. I mean, these are almost costume puppets.
Yes.
Like they
remind me
of.
Yes, if you've seen The Lion King on Broadway, it reminds me of the costumes for the animals, not the main character animals, because those are humans and those are, what would you call them? Anthropomorphic type costumes. But then the side animals, like for the Circle of Life scene and stuff, kind of remind me of these.
Or if you've seen, again, Broadway Frozen, Sven.
The way Sven
is kind of
done.
similar to that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a puppet that these cast members are wearing, and they kind of are trying to blend into the puppet, but they're using their arms and legs to move the puppet.
Yes.
That's the best I can explain it as.
They're very cool looking.
They're so cool.
It's a photo op. So I don't know that they necessarily do a show. I think they just kind of walk around and
visit
do
with people. And they have interactions with guests. It's super cute. These cast members bring these little animals to life. And it's just a really cute offering that they have there. I think the best part of Animal Kingdom this time of year is everything gets dark early. And I think we mentioned a few episodes ago that they're starting to offer some extended hours at Animal Kingdom.
Thank goodness. And
Pandora is fantastic. And one of my biggest tips that I tell clients that are trying to decide when to travel, I always am like, go when daylight savings time is turned off so that it's dark early and you can go into Pandora and be in Pandora after dark because it's just magical back there.
And really the best tip there is to get in line for Flight of Passage right at closing so that you're off the ride when it's dark.
And then it's kind of quiet. You don't have a ton of people to fight with, to move around. But I will say that this is not a Christmas offering at all. It's just a this time of year offering. But that's my favorite part of Animal Kingdom. However, they also do a tree lighting.
At the Tree of Life?
The Tree of Life.
That's very cool.
The Tree of Life Awakening Holiday Edition.
Okay.
So
maybe set to holiday music.
Holiday music. According to the Disney website, it's a heartwarming musical score.
Good, because I wouldn't want to be cold.
No.
In December.
No, I don't want to feel cold-hearted. I want to be heartwarmed.
Bring your hot chocolate.
And Mickey and Minnie are at Adventurers Outpost in their holiday attire. It's kind of safari holiday attire.
Dinoland USA is having like a what do you call it? A grand exit.
Going away party?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. There's a dinosaur-themed carnival infused with festive cheer. I don't know if this is new or not. I would guess not. I'm guessing they do this every year. But it will probably be the last time it's offered because Dinoland is going away next year.
Peace out, Dinoland.
Peace out. Santa will be there, hanging out in Dinoland when he's done at Epcot. He'll move over there.
Santa is a wonder. A complete wonder. How is he doing it? I feel like I'm at 4 places at once sometimes too, though. So.
It's either time travel or multiverse or a combo of both.
Oh, it's probably multiverse. Fair.
He is the guest of honor at the 75th Annual Dino Institute Holiday Party on the patio.
Oh.
And that's at Restaurantosaurus, which I have never eaten there. That's not Pizzafari. It's different.
No, it is different. Okay, shall we get on a bus? Shall we? How long did we wait for the bus to the Magic Kingdom when we were there?
An hour and a half, maybe.
Something. Should we go wait for an hour for a bus?
It probably was only 45 minutes, but
let's get a minivan.
Okay,
let's get on the Lyft app and request ourselves a minivan
Especially
and head to Magic Kingdom.
If we're heading to Magic Kingdom, a minivan will take you right to the entrance. If you hop in a regular Uber or Lyft, you get dropped off at the Transportation and Ticket Center.
And then you have to bus or monorail over.
It takes a little bit longer even.
Yep. It's a little more expensive to take a minivan, but a lot more convenient. So that's what we choose to do today. We're going to take a minivan to Magic Kingdom.
What's going on at Magic Kingdom?
Discover so jolly holiday trimmings and touches along Main Street, USA, and throughout the park. What do they have that we don't have, Katie? Jingle Cruise. That's the answer.
Jingle Cruise. Gosh dang it.
It's a Yuletide transformation. Why do they get Jingle Cruise? Why don't we get Jingle Cruise?
I don't know.
We have Walt's original park. Why do we not have Jingle Cruise?
We did have it for a little while, which makes it even more confusing. Why they can't bring it back. They've got all the stuff. Unless, did they give it all to Disney World?
Are they lazy?
Could
sure
it be
that's
that?
it.
I mean, they keep dropping new elephants into the Jungle Cruise. Put some holiday lights on them when you drop them in there. The tiger just got refurbed. Put a little Mickey light up necklace around him.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Give him a little Christmas tree.
Are they afraid that the cast members can't pull off the holiday jokes anymore? I feel like that's one of my favorite parts of Jingle Cruise is you get a refresh on the jokes.
Right, because I was going to say they're barely pulling off the old standbys. I don't understand. Dear Disney, why?
Jingle Cruise.
But why?
I don't know.
I don't understand it. That's one I don't get. And why does the East Coast get it?
We need to talk to a Disney insider about this.
This also ends really early. So when we were there, we did a VIP tour. Mm-hmm. And we did our VIP tour pretty early in our trip, and there was no Jingle Cruise.
Right, which I feel like, what was that, like around January 3rd or 4th when we got there?
So that ends pretty early, too. Let's keep that in mind.
There is a cute little Frozen at the Castle show that lights up the castle. So they have a castle lighting just like Disneyland, but on an Elsa and Olaf and Sven and Kristoff.
And the
usher it in.
And the Snowgies?
I don't know.
That's what I see here.
I don't see it.
Featuring Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, and the Snowgies.
Snowgies, huh? Mm-hmm. It's exciting.
That's the word right there.
Oh, are they the little miniature abominable snowmen?
Probably.
Yeah.
I
didn't know they had a name, but that's very, very cool.
Interesting.
The Snowgies.
The Snowgies?
Like the OGs, but Snowgies.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
And it says, guests can't forget to rock out to your favorite Magic Band Plus for additional magic moments throughout the show with dancing lights and vibrations. They can't forget.
Don't forget
to rock out.
I feel like we could do a better job writing some of this stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Jingle Cruise starts early, November 2nd. Sorry, I just saw that.
Oh, so they get it and they get it early. Mm-hmm. Good for you. Good for you.
So I guess it's for about 2 full months.
That's nice. Good for you. Not bitter. Not bitter at all.
All right, and then also at Magic Kingdom is the first of the holiday parties that we're going to talk about. One of them being, the one at Magic Kingdom is called Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Yep.
Or MVMCP for short.
Yes.
If you need to know the Disney acronym lingo. There is a foodie guide out for that. We won't bore you with reading that foodie guide. You don't need our delicious dish this week. That will come soon enough for Disneyland.
Although, we could do a really good job with the one on the East Coast for sure. We could make it real magical.
But that's a fun holiday offering. Those are separately ticketed events, and they're offered multiple times throughout the season.
Yeah, so select evenings between November 8th and December 20th from 7 p.m. to midnight. So you're going to have a mix-in starting at 6 p.m.? No, probably earlier than that. Let's see.
Probably 3 p.m., right?
Maybe, or 4. Oh, gosh, there's all kinds of things. One of my beefs about Magic Kingdom is that in order to partake in some of their holiday entertainment, you do have to attend the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. So you have the Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. You have Mickey's Wonderful Christmas Time fireworks show, which is really cute. And they, of course, put projections on the castle and make it super festive and Christmassy. They have Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration, which is near Cinderella Castle. It's a stage show. And I mean, you see Woody and Jesse and Mickey and Goofy and all the regulars.
Short lines for rides.
Yep.
You get free hot chocolate and cookies all night, I believe.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep. And then there's, of course, special dining as well that they will have just during the party. But I just don't love that it's only available to party goers. They shut the park down
That
early.
entertainment.
Yeah. And
I mean, we do the same thing with Oogie Boogie Bash, right? You can only see the Frightfully Fun parade during Oogie Boogie Bash.
true. However, fireworks are a staple. I feel
that's
like
true.
a trip staple. And they
Right.
only do them on, I believe they
Party
only
nights.
do them on party nights. And so I think that that's just kind of odd.
Do they offer, they must do other fireworks the rest of the nights, though, right? Do they have Happily Ever After still?
I don't know. This just says Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks Show begins each party night at 10 p.m. So I don't know if they have like Happily Ever After. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'd have to look at the entertainment schedule.
Yeah,
huh?
let's look and see if that is, well, we'd have to go online. Let's not do that. It's too much work.
Too much work.
Tickets are available now.
And some nights are sold out already. Not very many, though, I don't think.
It depends on the night that you go.
This one is a little bit easier to get tickets for, I think, than
Like Oogie Boogie.
And our
Jollywood Nights.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yes.
I think this one is a little bit less.
I would like to go to this.
Yeah,
I think
would
it'd be
too.
super fun.
I would too. And the
tickets
other one.
are still available. I mean, like Katie said, there are a few dates that are sold out. Your least expensive night is going to be $169 per person. And your most expensive night is going to be $219, and that looks like it is the 19th of December. And then there's a range in between there. And that 19th of December is still available. The 20th is sold out, and then that's the last of the events.
Okay.
They do have some dining packages also that are available if you want to do some if you're going to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and you want to do some dining. There is a dessert party at Tomorrowland Terrace for the fireworks show.
Okay.
And there's also a dessert party at the Plaza Garden.
Cool.
So you can do both of those.
I wonder, do they have a dining package for the parade, for parade viewing?
I don't know. I don't see it. There also is a table service dining at the Very Merry Christmas Party.
Okay.
And that one is at, well, they have 3 choices.
Okay.
So let me say that again.
Okay.
And that can be found at 3 different restaurants: Be Our Guest, Cinderella's Royal Table, and the Plaza Restaurant.
Okay.
So there's a few options if you want to add a little bit to your party. If you're doing the party already, I mean, there's plenty to do. It's pretty spectacular. And I feel like anytime I ever see videos from any of these parties, it's a ghost town. I feel like and Magic Kingdom is so spread out, right? It's so big that you really, honestly, every time I see something at Magic Kingdom after hours, it's just lovely.
It looks pretty sparse. Yeah,
Yes.
it's nice.
Yes. So if you want to go and enjoy low crowds, then that's perfect.
I just pulled up a random date in November, and Happily Ever After is playing at 8 p.m. on non-party nights, is what I'm seeing.
Cool.
So there you go.
So
There's
you do
your
get
answer.
fireworks. You just don't get holiday fireworks.
Blinds.com is kicking off the savings early with Black Friday mega deals all month long. A Blinds.com design expert can help you make the perfect selection on your schedule. We can even handle everything from measure to your whole home installed for just one low cost. With over 25 million windows covered, Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. Save up to 45% on select styles, plus a free professional measure right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Okay. Anything else at Magic Kingdom, or are we ready to go to our last park?
Let's hop on.
The monorail.
No, because that would take us to Epcot.
That's true.
Gotta take a bus.
Gotta
We
take
did
a
this
bus.
poorly.
Yeah.
We didn't plan this very well.
Minivan again?
Minivan. Minivan it is. We're going to Hollywood Studios, guys.
Here we go.
This is my least favorite park.
Or you know what you could do? The
What?
monorail to Epcot.
Walk
and
through
then
Epcot.
you get to walk through Epcot one more
Hit up
time
the
because
candlelight
we love
processional.
Epcot.
Go back to the back, and then you can take a boat or the Skyliner. What would you choose?
Or walk. Skyliner, probably.
I'll see you there. I'm going to take the boat.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye. All right. So they have a party at this park as well. This is Jollywood Nights. Was last year the first year for Jollywood Nights, or was it the previous year?
It might have been the previous year, but it is relatively recent.
It is a relatively new event.
Yes. But it has some new stuff even this year
Yeah.
that they've never offered before. There's ice skating in the middle of, like in front of the theater, the Chinese theater.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
I think it's really cool.
I want to go for that. Really quick, the dates. Really quick,
Yes.
the dates for this. November 9th through December 21st.
Okay.
Those are the dates that this event, it's a 5-hour event. This one's a little bit, 7:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Ice skating.
Yeah. Not for guests, though. It's like an ice skating show.
Oh.
And I'm not sure how they do that if it's not there during the day, too. Or maybe it's offered outside of the party. Hang on.
I want to ice skate in front of the theater. That's stupid. It's not for guests.
It's not even talking about it on
While
here.
you're doing that, while you're looking at it, let me tell you pricing. $159 is your least expensive date, up to $179. And it looks as though all dates are still available. So you can still go to this. It's popular. People love it.
It is. And this is one of the only places that you can see Phineas and Ferb.
Which I think is really fun.
Super fun. We are loving the presence of Phineas and Ferb in the parks lately.
I mean, they could have done Doofenshmirtz a little bit better, but that's fine.
I thought he was good.
So, yeah, international champion skaters perform breathtaking routines set to a vibrant holiday soundtrack, including original songs and Disney favorites like Be Our Guest and When You Wish Upon a Star. This happens 5 times nightly, 8:15, 9:15, 10:30, 11:15, and 12:15. That's how?
I don't know. And it's called Glisten with an exclamation point. Glisten.
Interesting. I'm curious how they do that.
Like how they do a pop-up ice skating rink. I wonder if it's just there all the time.
It might be.
And then they just only do the show during the party.
And if it is there all the time, they should let you skate.
Yes. You have to sign another waiver.
Yeah.
And then over at Pixar Place, they have a dance party with Joy, Frozone, Edna Mode, and a bunch of other Pixar characters. You have a little dance party.
You can step behind the scenes of the Muppet Christmas Carol. They probably don't have the double-decker bus. Sorry, Katie.
Oh, man.
And
I miss that so much.
I think that was probably the best part of the Christmas party
I know.
at Disneyland.
Dear Disney, just bring that back during holiday time. You don't even have to have a party for it.
Yeah, just have the Muppets in the bus going up and down Main Street.
Like a parade.
Yeah.
A nighttime parade.
That'd be so good.
Like maybe even right before the Christmas fantasy parade in the evening.
Yeah.
Like the Headless Horseman rides before the Halloween party. You could have a little pre-show.
That'd be amazing.
Everybody's already lined up for the parade and off the street, so it would work just perfectly. Just do it.
Love it. Let's do it.
And you get a Wonder Maid sweet treat included with your event ticket back to Jollywood Nights. You get it when you exit the event. So they want to make sure one per person, apparently.
Like the maps on the special day that we went.
And you can also see The Mandalorian at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which, sorry guys, we have The Mandalorian pretty much all the time at Disneyland.
Is he only there during the holidays?
That's what it sounds like.
Interesting.
Maybe he has like a special holiday outfit on at Disney World.
A Christmas hat. Grogu has a Christmas hat?
Yeah.
Maybe. And then some other things, some of the entertainment. There is a holiday extravaganza that's hosted by Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy.
Cute.
And features Tiana, Belle, Minnie Mouse, and Mickey Mouse. And that is going to happen every night 4 different times. They'll have some sign language interpreters there on November 13th and December 11th if you have anyone in your party that would benefit from a sign language interpreter. And then they have a couple of other things. They have Jack Skellington has a Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. They have a Hyperion theater there.
Is it called the Hyperion?
Apparently it is, yeah.
Huh.
Yep, at the Hyperion Theater.
Is it over by Tower of Terror in that direction?
I'm not sure.
Is it where the Beauty and the Beast sing-along normally is?
I don't know. I've never gone to that, so I'm not 100% sure. And then the coolest thing, I think, is the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Because it's fun to say.
It is super fun to say, and that is when they light up the facade of the Chinese theater.
Cool.
While people ice skate in front of it.
That's cool.
I wish that they would let people ice skate. I think that sounds really cool. I think okay, if you were going to Walt Disney World at Christmas time, which of these parties would you pick?
Probably Jollywood.
Would you?
I think so.
Because I don't know, the castle with fireworks, Christmas fireworks would be really magical.
That would be really cool.
It would be really cool to do both.
Right. Back to back. Outside of Jollywood, there's a couple of things in Hollywood Studios that you can enjoy, so you don't have to have party tickets to enjoy the Holiday Spirit Band. You can enjoy a hot pretzel surrounded by loved ones. What does that have to do with anything?
Writes this stuff up.
And then there's juggling elves and holiday musicians wandering around. And then in Toy Story Land, they have holiday decorations. It's all decked out. And even the Toy Story characters are wearing holiday costumes. For the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration has a little festive finale that's unique to Christmas time. And also there is a beautiful holiday gingerbread projection that goes on the Hollywood Tower Hotel. So that's cool. It transforms into a Muppets gingerbread masterpiece.
Have they done that before?
I don't remember. It looks familiar.
Let me see.
But it's very cute.
Oh, yeah. It's Muppets?
Mm-hmm. You can see Kermit and Miss Piggy right there in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Kind of on
They're
the balcony.
gingerbread peoples.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
It's really cute.
I really love when they do projections on the Tower of Terror. Like when they did it for the
50th.
Uh-huh. I thought it was super cool.
Yeah.
I wish they did it all the time. Like neon it up a little bit.
Very cool.
And make it look cool at night.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's it for the parks. Let's talk about the hotels a tiny bit.
Okay.
And then I think that's it for...
And, of course, keep in mind there's things happening at Disney Springs, too. We won't go into that too much, but it's a shopping mall. So you can expect the shopping mall.
There's probably carolers wandering around and all
Santa
that
might
kind of
even
stuff.
be there.
Yeah, he might. You might even be able to have tea with Santa there. Who knows? Okay, so at the resorts, they have special gingerbread houses and trees in all the deluxe resorts. I don't know. Do any of the moderate resorts have gingerbread houses, or is it just the deluxe ones?
I think it's just the deluxe ones.
But I do believe there are trees, not giant ones, but I think the moderate and value resorts have trees too. But one thing that a lot of people like to do is just spend a day resort hopping. Mm-hmm. And you will want to take Disney transportation to do this because you're not allowed to just randomly park at the resorts. So take Disney transportation, go hop around the hotels, and check out all of the gingerbreads. They are beautiful. They're all unique. They're all themed to whatever resort they're at. So the one in the Grand Floridian is this beautiful Victorian.
And it's big.
So pretty. And it smells good.
And they'll always will sell shingles. Mm-hmm. They'll make additional shingles that you can purchase. So it's like a gingerbread cookie, but not decorated.
Right.
Which kind of is like... We're all a bunch of suckers for buying these bricks of gingerbread, but also it's kind of cool, right?
Like you can always take it home and put some frosting on it, I guess.
But also, did they make it? Is it the feel that they made it at the same time that they were building the ginger? Because I'm sure they didn't make it at the same time. I'm sure they do a new batch every day that comes out for sale. But we are led to believe that it's part of what you're seeing.
They're probably using the same mold that they used to make the gingerbread house, so that's special.
Yeah, probably. I guess. I don't know. And then there's a giant Christmas tree outside of the Contemporary that is apparently very iconic that you should go check out. It doesn't look that exciting to me. I would skip it. I would want to go see, like, the Polynesian. Like, the things that they do at the Polynesian for Melikilikimaka. The Contemporary just doesn't feel like it has a theme that I would want to go and see what they've got going on for it.
Yeah.
But like the Poly that's themed, or like you mentioned, the Grand Floridian where they've got like a pretty specific theme. Those are the places I would want to hit up.
I think Wilderness Lodge probably has a pretty great gingerbread house too.
Totally.
Wouldn't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
So do the monorail resorts, do the Magic Kingdom resorts, and then Beach and Yacht Club will have a gingerbread house. Do they share one?
I don't know.
They have two separate lobbies.
Wasn't it a carousel? Or was that Boardwalk?
Ooh, that was Boardwalk.
Does it for sure? I thought it was Beach.
Maybe.
Let's look and see what they have going on there. So last year at Yacht Club, it was a lighthouse. And they had the Christmas Village also set up.
Oh, cool.
And let me start that so it sounds engaged that I'm not reading it. Last year, Yacht Club had a gingerbread lighthouse.
That's cool.
And they also had a Christmas village with a train set up.
That was gingerbread or just a Christmas village?
No, just a Christmas village.
That's
but
really
with a train,
cool.
and then the train just runs during certain hours. So look that up and see, what you can see. The boardwalk, it looks like it's a shop. It doesn't look like it's I think it was Beach Club last year that had
the carousel.
Freezed. Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah, every resort has its own unique theme for whatever.
So cool.
Yeah.
I would love to do that sometime. Bucket list.
I mean,
maybe even in the near future.
I mean, I'm easily persuaded.
Me too.
I don't know if you know.
But you also know that I have to get through one trip before I can focus in on another one.
That's just stupid. Would you quit traveling so much?
Sorry.
Because honestly, yeah, it was at Beach Club.
That's cool.
The carousel last year was at Beach Club.
Super cute.
It was a 22nd annual gingerbread carousel. So I think that they do a Beach Club, they do a carousel every year.
That's fun.
That's themed differently.
All right. I think that's it at Disney World. I mean, I'm sure we've missed a million cool things to do. So if you've been at holiday time to the Disney World Resort and there's some favorite thing that you remember seeing there that we missed, let us know. And we'll do a retraction next week.
That's what our episode next week will be. It's just one big retraction.
Right.
They should put a nose on the front of the monorail.
So you can ride in it?
Yeah, like a no.
Oh.
Like a
a
Rudolph
reindeer
nose.
Uh-huh.
Yes. A light up nose on the front of the monorail.
That'd be cute.
Yep.
So this coming holiday season is coming up real fast. So if you don't already have a trip planned to Disney World, you still could. You could still do a last minute trip. However,
and there are discounts available.
The bookings for next year in November and December just opened up for Disney World a couple of days ago. So if you are thinking this sounds fantastic and you want to try for next year, let us know and we can help you out with a booking for next year.
Yes. And keep in mind, you don't have to pay it all off. You can pay a deposit, make payments throughout the year. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of, I think we did a Patreon episode this month about our Christmas traditions. Mm-hmm. I am a big fan of experiences rather than things.
As your kids get older, it gets easier to convince them that that's the way to go.
We're in transition right now. I have some kids on board and some kids not. I won't name any names. But experiences are the way to go, right?
Yeah.
I think so anyway. Yep. And I would much rather spend the money on something like
and
this.
family togetherness, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
spending time together, enjoying things, making memories than on, I don't know, another electronic.
Yeah.
I don't know. So consider it. Consider it for next year.
Yeah.
Take your kids. Go have fun. It's also warm. And I don't know if you've caught on yet. My husband hasn't. I hate winter. So
going to Florida in the winter sounds amazing.
It is amazing. So
although I've been in January before when it was 32 degrees outside in Orlando.
You have.
So
I've been in January before when it was 73 and it was fantastic.
Yes.
Anyway, make memories.
Yeah.
Not landfills. No, I don't know. I don't know.
I like it. Okay. I get the gist. Make memories and go vote. And there's your episode.
There you go.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Ropedrop.Parkhop and on Facebook the same. And go join our fun discussion group, Rope Dropping and Park Hopping.
And if you haven't subscribed to our podcast, hit the subscribe button, give us a rating, write us a review. We'll read it in 2 years. Mm-hmm. We love them all. Thank you so much. We see them all. We read them all.
We do. We love them.
We often screenshot them and send them to each other. Mm-hmm. So
and sometimes we get a little teary. You guys are amazing.
Yes, we appreciate it so much.
And also, just another little plug for our Facebook group, because we've had multiple posts in the last couple of weeks from people saying, I hope this gets better reception than it does in the other groups. And that's so sad. But our group is amazing. Everybody is so nice.
And I read some of these posts. In fact, one today was just a trip recap from a friend of ours who came from Australia. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand,
why people were down on it in another group.
It was a lovely trip recap, except for I do have a beef with one thing. He talked about how every morning he had a bowl of Cheerios with a can of coffee poured over it.
Iced coffee, yeah.
What? I'm going to need an explanation.
Maybe better than Vegemite on Cheerios? I don't know.
Maybe. But also,
we'll have to go see if he responded. Because I saw your comment. I saw you commented that.
Everything else was lovely. But I was like, wait, hold up. What are you talking about?
That's a tip maybe we didn't need.
But also maybe we did.
Maybe that's something we need to try.
Because I think about it and I'm like,
why is milk better?
Right. And also maybe it's great. I'm not against it. I might be willing to try it.
Yeah, maybe you just found your new favorite breakfast.
Maybe.
All right. But anyway, go join our group because it's really fun.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.